right, good evening. We're going to start the December 1st, 2020 Inlands, Wetlands, and Watercourse Commission for the town of Trumbull. I'm going to ask our town attorney to do the Zoom legal aspects of a meeting done as such. So I'm turning it over to Attorney Cordone.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Tonight is the December 1st regular meeting of the Inland Wetlands and Watercourse Commission in the town of Trumbull. And just for the record, this meeting is being conducted pursuant to the governor's executive orders 7B and 7I by video conference and over the internet and the telephone. There is no public hearing tonight, so the public will not have an opportunity to comment in the meeting. If you were to post comments on Facebook Live or any other format, please note that those will not be included in the record and the commission will not see those comments. The agenda for this meeting was posted on the town website 24 hours in advance of the meeting, along with any supporting materials and applications. I would remind all participants to please identify yourself prior to speaking for the benefit of those who might be listening only by the phone. And I'd like to remind everyone that the meeting is being recorded tonight. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you. Before we start the meeting, I'm going to ask the clerk to do a roll call of the members.
Richard Gerard,
Here.
John Loria,
Here.
Richard Deacon,
Present.
Mark McKeel, Laura Pooley,
Here.
Carmine DeFeo,
Here.
Tony Silber,
Here.
David Gillespie,
Aye, here and accounted for.
Jim Bova,
Here.
Tatiana Solove,
Present.
Jim Cordone.
All right, thank you. Okay, there is no new business, so we will go to old business, and there's an application 2025, which is Janine Norwood, and it was a permit approval to remove 20 trees, hazardous trees, addition of 2 patios and installation of a hot tub within a regulated area at 198 Old Dyke Road. And it was a revised application from 11/23/2020. The applicant has requested that they withdraw their application due to problems with meeting some of the criteria, but they will be coming back before us within 60 days. Have I stated that properly, Attorney Cordone?
Yes, Chairman Gerard.
All right, so we're good?
Yes, we were up against a deadline tonight, and they were not able to have certain experts provide information that they needed tonight. So they have withdrawn the application and will resubmit. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right,
To the chair.
back. Go ahead, trying to think. Who just,
David.
Oh, okay,
Up
go
here.
ahead, David.
I'm a little concerned about this application and then coming back within 60 days. It seems a lot of the work that is being done on the property that they're applying for has already been completed. And it's getting forgiveness rather than approval. The hot tub's installed, the patio's installed. There's a lot of work that has occurred on the property before the application was even completed. Is there any way to remedy this? Can we issue them with a violation and have it cleared up when they submit the application? Because there's a lot of work that keeps going on there, and this application keeps growing and changing since it was initially presented.
Yeah, Commissioner Gillespie, we will work with the town staff, the Inland Wetlands agent, to make a determination if a violation should be issued. I believe some of the application items that were brought in, the initial application was for removal of trees, and when that application was submitted, it became apparent that there were some other things that might need to be addressed. But I don't believe that that all those items were being done after the application. I think one or two of them might have been. I haven't been to the property, that's not my role, but I spoke with their attorney today. They fully intend to come in and have a full application to address all of our concerns. If they do not in a timely manner, then we can certainly issue a violation.
I went by the property again today because I went by it on property visits. And, you know, the hot tub is installed out there. It's in place on the new bluestone patio that was installed on the Old Dyke Road side of the stream, which wasn't part of the original application. And every time we go out there, just more and more stuff keeps getting done. And it really, there is an abuse of our goodwill here, in my opinion.
All right, well, something I might mention is that evidently one of the neighbors noticed the hot tub and they got a hold of the building department. And I believe they've been issued a letter, right, Tatiana?
That is correct. And in order for them to complete a building permit process, they need sign off from our department. So I think the applicant, maybe they started on a wrong foot here, but hopefully they do intend to resubmit and make and show compliance with town regulations. So at this point, you know, we've been dealing it for quite a few months. So they have asked for 60 days. I don't see harm in that. They have submitted a drainage report and they have provided a few items that we requested. So I'll continue working with their engineer and hopefully we'll have a good package for February meeting.
This application's been going on since, what, June?
Mm-hmm.
When we were initially contacted about this application, and more work is being completed as the months go by. And I really think that the applicant here has abused our goodwill.
Well, Mr. Varespi, I appreciate your points and concerns, and you know the commission, Tatiana, has the right to issue a violation. The application's been withdrawn tonight, so I think we all share your concern that people abide by the regulations, and it's our intent to enforce those.
All right, and just to follow up, if in 60 days they haven't filed the application, they will be issued a violation letter, right, Tatiana?
That is the plan.
So right now, you know, we're trying to work with everybody. There's a piece of advice that I was given when I first came on by our then attorney. He said, remember, at the end of the day, Richard, these are your neighbors. So, you know, we want to work with everybody. We want it to be pleasant. So I wish her well during the holidays, and I hope, you know, we can finally get this finished up by the beginning of the year. So if
Through the
it's
chair?
okay, we'll move on.
Through the chair.
Go ahead, Richard.
60 days from today is January 30th. Do they have to file within 60 days or appear before the commission within 60 days?
They'd have to have the application for February. Colleen, when is our February date?
More than 60 days from today.
16th.
Pardon?
The February 2nd.
That's
Second,
60
so
that's
they'd have to
64
file
days.
during January. And, you know, I mean, for a couple of days, I think we can be, it's get a little Christmas spirit there, Mr. Deacon, you know?
I'm sorry to be a Grinch here. The other question is, does the commission reserve the right to, or would it be advantageous for the applicant for us to deny without prejudice? Does that help the
Yeah,
process?
no, Mr. Deacon, it does not. So that's, you know, I'm reluctant to talk about an application that's not on the agenda anymore tonight. They've withdrawn the application, but in short, that was the concern the attorney expressed to me, is that they felt we were up against a deadline tonight. We could not extend any more, so it would put in place a denial. And so there are legal repercussions for having a denial. They elected to withdraw with the intent to resubmit so that they could fully comply. That is their intent. If they do not, we have the right to issue a violation at any time, but certainly if they don't do it for the February meeting.
I'm satisfied. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, if there be no other people, because Mark is absent, Laura will be seated for discussion, but when it comes to voting, she wasn't here last month, so voting will be done by the seated commissioners. All right, so let's go to application 20-58. It's Shirley and Stanley Connect. There was a permit approval to remove gravel and asphalt drive loam and seed disturbed land within a regulated area at 101 Monroe Turnpike. I'm going to ask Tatiana to give us an overview, and Jim, meaning Jim Bova, you're out there with me. If you have any comments, feel free after Tatiana.
I just wanted to ask probably the applicant we should bring, and I think David Bedrokman is here on behalf of the applicant. But I just want to ask when they intend to remove the driveway with the weather we're facing. It's probably a good idea to wait until a planting season so that all disturbed areas can be stabilized in a timely manner. But that was my only comment. Otherwise, I don't see any issues. The site has been stabilized and cleaned up pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I found, right, Mr. Bova?
Yes,
I
that's
thought they
correct.
did an excellent job, so it looked good.
Yep.
Is David with us?
Yes, let me. Mr. Chin, can I bring the applicant's representative?
Sure. Who's that?
David
David
Bedrokman.
Bjorklund.
Okay, sorry about that. He's on his way in.
Thanks.
David, are you with us?
Okay,
Okay, there you are.
thank you, members of the commission. My name's Dave Bjorklund. I'm president of the firm Spat Bjorklund Associates. We have offices in Monroe, and I'm a professional engineer registered in the state of Connecticut, and representing Shirley and Stanley Connect on this violation notice, which is 101 Monroe Turnpike. To answer Tatiana's question, one of the things I was going to volunteer tonight is that although the site has been cleaned up quite nicely, that, you know, I think it was done quite late in the season, and that we would, as a normal course of events, go back in, make sure everything's buttoned up in the spring, and at that point in time, we can remove the driveway that is proposed to be removed. If anybody has any other questions, I'll be glad to answer them.
No, as I said, I thought they did an excellent job of cleaning it up. It looks good. Little mind-boggling to get to.
To the chair,
Go ahead, David.
Mr. Bjorklund, what is, I think last meeting there was a mention of what the ultimate condition of the site is going to be, or you're going to be coming back in with another application for a development. Is that the case, or is it just going to stay the way it is?
Well, I had a conversation today with the Connect's attorney about moving forward with coming in with a development application, but that means we've got to find a user and somebody, you know, what they want to do with the site. The Connects don't intend to develop this on their own, so Connects are anxious to get the property developed, but what it's going to be and what it's going to look like, we'll all have to wait.
Okay.
All right. Any other comments from the commissioners? We're good?
Yeah, go
On
ahead,
the
John.
walk,
Go ahead, John.
this is not a violation. I don't know if anyone's going to go in and do any additional cleaning or when they do come back. But recently in the storms, the top of the whole tree had cracked and gone into the stream. If you look on the map, left side where you cross, and I was wondering if somebody could pull that out at some point. The water in that brook is flowing wonderful until it gets to there and then finds a tree in the way.
I'll suggest that to Mr. Connect that he.
Yeah, it's not a condition of approval in my book, but it would be a nice thing if they could pull that out if they're in there with a backhoe. Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Through the chair.
Go ahead, Carmine.
Hold on. It's a minor detail. It comes down to the definition. Towards the back of the property, it's marked as a retaining wall. In my opinion, that's just a dry fit stone wall. It's not, it doesn't fit a definition, at least my definition of a retaining wall. And there's a couple of others that are marked that same way. Yes, the wall by the driveway going over the water course, I call that one a retaining wall. And it's just, little thing I've got.
Yeah, it might have been, I haven't been on the property in quite a while, since early in the fall, but there was a wall there, but then some more cleanup work had been done. And I know the surveyors were there again, late summer, fall. So I'm not sure what's there today, Carmen. And it could have been that there was something more formidable there.
No, there's no evidence of any, man-made. I consider retaining wall something that's man-made. These are just dry fit stone walls, and they're
Right.
calling them a retaining wall.
Yeah, I doubt it will survive a development proposal. I would expect that on the edge of the property like that, we'll be proposing a parking lot or a driveway in the future.
All right, so we're good?
I have no further comments.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bjorklund. Enjoy your holidays.
Thank you. It's great to see some Christmas decorations on a Zoom meeting. Yeah,
Hey,
I wasn't expecting that. And
There you
David,
go.
enjoy the islands wherever you are.
St. Lucia, I'm dreaming.
Yeah. Take care, folks. Happy holidays.
all right.
Happy
Thank
holidays.
you.
Happy holidays.
Through the
Thank
chair.
you. Go ahead, Richard.
Just a question. Did we confirm that we received a complete planting plan?
For the Connect property,
Yes.
It didn't require a plan.
it's premature. I mean, until there's a development, I don't think we need that. So,
Okay, I was seeing if they're going to get preemptive approval, if they're going to wait till they have a full plan.
oh no, I'm pretty sure they'll wait because it's well stabilized. When I went in, I looked at the grass and all that. So whoever did it did a nice job with it. So. All right, so we'll move on to application 20-63, David Pooler and Laura Elizabeth Caberia, I believe it is. It's a permit approval to install an in-ground pool, patio, retaining walls, fence, and for 2 previously removed trees within a regulated area at 626 Booth Hill Road.
Yep,
And I
David
see
Pooler.
Mr. Pooler is here to speak.
David Pooler here, 626 Booth Hill Road. If Dean is on, we could bring him in too. I'm not sure if he's on tonight or not.
He doesn't appear to be.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, well, if you'd like, what I can do is ask our town engineer to give us a quick overview. I was out there along with the other engineer, Mr. Bova, so. Tatiana, give us your thoughts.
So I had a couple comments during last meeting, and the applicant has resubmitted the revised plan. So they moved the stockpile outside of flood zone. So that's been addressed. The pool equipment has been raised above the base flood elevation, so that's all set. The only condition I would recommend to the commission is that the roof leaders be reconnected to the existing stormwater galleys, or rather remain connected to the existing stormwater galleys. And that is just in case during pool excavation, they be on the way. So that would be my only recommendation, but otherwise the plans look good.
Through the chair.
Go ahead, Richard.
Sir, is there planning to be a dry well here for any backwash drainage?
Not right now, not that I know of.
Okay, and you're aware that for complete pool drainage, the regulations state that all pool water should be trucked off site and never dumped into the wetland?
Yep, that's correct.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Any other comments from the commissioners?
To the chair.
Good, David?
There was discussion at the last meeting about doing some planting between the fence and the wetlands, some additional planting.
Yep.
Did they submit additional planting, an additional planting plan?
Yes, I believe you
This
didn't.
package.
I didn't get a hard copy. I was hoping for digital version.
It's in the agenda for tonight.
Yeah, it's in the package.
It's page 19.
Let me see if I can pull that up.
There is the planting plan here that shows it with the trees and shrubs.
Yep.
Yep.
You're happy with what you saw, Tatiana? Think it's sufficient?
The planting plans look great to me. I can share the screen if the commission would like to have it in front of them.
Do you think that's necessary? Do you want to see it?
I'm just pulled it up now.
Okay.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Through the chair.
Is that, oh, okay, Richard, go ahead, sorry.
Just a couple questions about the tree. The trees that were removed, are those stumps remaining or are you planning on grinding them?
There's no stumps there. The stumps are gone.
Okay. And the other question is the plantings that are going to be planted, there will be an expected survivability period. So generally they're going to have to survive for, a specific amount of time, but you will have the ability, to go in and replant them should they need to. And then the same thing goes along with invasive plants. Are there any invasives there? Because if so, the commission can, grant you the authority to go in there and clean the wetland of invasive plants.
Not that I know of. There hasn't been anything planted there since I've been here. I don't think so from what I know.
Okay.
But yeah, we will. I'm just taking some notes, but expected survivability understood.
Any other comments from the commission?
Through the chair.
Go ahead, Carmine.
There's a couple of comments. Off the, I believe it'd be the northeast corner of the house. Is there a pipe coming off of that downspout that kind of ends in the lawn? There was evidence of a somewhat broken pipe leading towards the wetland. It would be to the right of where the pool is going, or to the north of where the pool is going.
On the side of the house, or
It comes off that back northeast corner, and there's probably a 45-degree angle in there somewhere if that is coming off the downspout. You just couldn't tell.
Yeah, I think that comes off of the retention gallery from what I understand, like from the plan back there. I don't think it's broken. I think it's actually been run over by a few lawnmowers in its day. But I can confirm that.
So you feel it's coming off of the retention galleries?
That's what I think. That one's been here since I've been here, but I think just based on the location of it. If you're talking towards the back of the property too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I can interject, there seemed to be another pipe from your neighbor's property going onto your lawn too. I don't know where his leaders are coming from, but yeah, I think we saw two pipes, PVC pipes in the backyard there, Carmen, right?
Yeah.
Is the other one's closer to the neighbor's property, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Wet
not sure
back
about
there.
that one.
I don't know what the contractor did, if he tried to mitigate the amount of water back there or what, but
Yep.
it's just an observation.
Yep.
I have no idea where those pipes are going.
Yep.
All right, well, if it's something you want to follow up, Tatiana, this was done by, it's a fracker did this subdivision, so it would be in his file. So are there any other thoughts, questions?
I have one more.
Through the chair.
Oh, wait a minute, Carmine's still rolling. Go ahead.
That mitigation area, according to the plan and everything, there's been grass planted well into the wetland area. Can that mitigation area be brought farther out to kind of help to maybe restore that wetland area?
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. When I was talking to Dean about it, we kind of started with this, but I'm thinking to your point where that curve back towards where that pipe you're talking about is, you're basically saying, can we bring that out a little bit with some of the plantings that are on here?
Yes.
Yeah,
And,
I don't think that's a problem.
To remove the grass and try to restore the wetland area.
Yep, I don't
Its
think that's a
natural
problem.
state.
You want to specify a contour, like 266 or 267? Bring it up to one of those lines?
Yeah, if they could do 267, that would be good.
Yeah. What's inside the wetland area?
Got it.
Up to, yeah.
I'm trying to look at the line on my side.
Why wouldn't we just go, this is David Verespi, why wouldn't we just go to the flagged wetlands? Because that's something that's recreatable in the field with survey points.
It's pretty much what we're doing, Dave.
I think 267 is that, yeah.
It's pretty close to it, you know.
Yeah.
Just give it a little rounding there, but I think that 90% of what you're asking for, just on that 267 contour, sort of does it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, because those are probably stakes that were in the ground or could be put back into the ground very easily. Where the
There's two
contour is
stakes there
kinda
right
hard to-
now.
Yeah.
The applicant put 2 stakes in.
All right, so we're good on that. Laura, you had a comment?
I had a question whether detention is required for the patio that's proposed, or is it a pervious pavement? I don't know if it exceeds, exceeds the criteria that triggers on-site detention for Trumbull. That's a question for Tatiana.
Yep, that's a great question, Laura. We did discuss it actually before they even submitted. They intend to keep it under 400 square feet to not require additional detention system.
Okay, good.
All right, so we're good. Mr. Puller, you're good?
I'm good. I appreciate everyone's feedback and working through this with me.
All right, well, enjoy your holidays and we thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Okay, we're moving to application 20-65. It's Michael and Kristen Egmont. It's a permit approval for a pool deck, patio, grading, removal of 2 trees and landscaping within a regulated area at 15 Hemlock Trail. Before I ask Tatiana to give us her thoughts on it, just want to mention that the neighbors at 162 Old Dyke, 1 Hemlock, 21 Hemlock, 17 Wood Hill Road, and there's another neighbor, wrote to support this application. So Tatiana?
So I just had a couple of quick questions. First, the site inspection pictures look like the silt fence should be fixed up a little bit. It looked like it's loose on the bottom. So if the applicant could just inspect it and make sure it's installed properly, that would be great. Another question that I had was, where is the pool fence going because the site plan that is from the surveyor doesn't have the patio on it. And the plan that shows the patio doesn't have the fence, so I just wanted to clarify where the fence is proposed.
All right, the applicant, if you can state your name and your address and answer Tatiana's questions, we'd appreciate it.
Sure. Good evening, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. My name is Michael Egmont, 15 Hemlock Trail. To the first question about the fence, we did have a couple of storms that knocked it down, but each time we have put it back appropriately, so I'm not sure when it was inspected. As far as the fence placement, I'm almost certain that it is on the plans. It would be where the silt fence is, and we reviewed that with the commissioners. It would be basically right after the end of the patio on the plans. I don't know if you also brought in, I cut out for a little bit as I was joined in as a participant on the meeting. Did you also bring in our landscape architect, Earl McGovern?
He's not on the list of attendees currently.
Oh, okay. I thought if you had some questions around his plans, but the fence would be exactly where the silt fence is. So I'm pretty sure we had the plans. I'm trying to find a copy. It's hard to see it electronically, but are they not on any of the plans, Tatiana?
Well, the site plan that came from your land surveyor does show the pool fence, but it
Oh, right.
doesn't show the patio. And if you kind of put the patio on there, I think it's too close to the pool. So, but I accept your answer that the pool fence is proposed roughly where the silt fence is shown.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the maintenance plan that I requested at last time has been submitted, so I just encourage the applicant to familiarize themselves with it and follow it. And the only condition of approval I would recommend to the commission is that the certification letter by licensed professional engineer that is required upon project completion prior to issuance of certificate of occupancy.
Got it.
That's all I have.
All right,
Through the chair,
go ahead, Carmine.
though the pool is outside of the 100-foot setback, the location of the filter is, and I feel that that should have been made part of the application.
It is specified on the survey and the documents.
It may be shown on the survey and specified in the documents, but I don't believe it states it as part of what you're seeking approval for.
All right, Mr. Egmont, would you like to modify your application as stated so, and we'll add that to your application?
Sure, yeah, whatever is appropriate. Sorry if we missed that. I know it's on all the drawings, but okay.
It's not in the application.
We'll add it to the description
Yeah,
part of the
you're right.
application. Sure, no problem.
All right. Are
And
there
that
any
would
other-
also bring in the wetland regulation on pool drainage.
Sorry, was that a question?
No, I
Oh,
think it's more for the secretary that when he
Yep.
makes his recommendation to bring in the fact that if the pool is completely emptied, the water needs to, it can't go onto the property. It needs to be trucked off site.
Also, through the chair,
Go ahead, Richard.
first, thank you, Mr. DeFeo. And second of all, Mr. Are you planning, when you remove the trees, are those going to be, the stumps are going to be remaining? Or are they going to be removed? What's on?
fully removed.
Fully removed, and part of your landscaping plan is to to ensure that there's no additional erosion on those sites?
Correct. Yeah, we have a comprehensive landscaping plan that we've submitted.
Of course, but specifically referring to the areas that are to be de-stumped.
I would have to refer to my lands. I believe the answer is yes. We want to avoid all erosion. All that has been taken into consideration.
Excellent, thank you.
All right. Any other questions, comments? Jim, you were out there, I mean, Mr. Bova, you were out there with me. You're good? Any comments
sir.
from you?
No, I have no additional comments.
All right. Any other thoughts? Okay. I wish you a nice holiday and we'll move on then.
Great. Thank you very much. Have a
Thank
happy
you.
holiday.
Same to you, sir. Okay, I need a motion to close old business.
So moved.
So moved.
Seconded by Richard. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So Richard,
Oh.
John, let's see, Carmine, you're in favor,
Yes.
David's in favor, Tony's in favor, and Laura. Okay, very good. So we've closed old business. And we're going to go to the approval of, or the acceptance of the minutes. So if you can do that for me, Mr. Deacon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I reviewed the minutes from the November 5th, 2020 regular meeting and found them to be in their usual order. And as a result, would like to make a motion to approve.
Seconded by,
I'll second it.
okay, by
Carmine.
Carmine. Okay, all in favor again, raise your hands. John, Carmine, Richard, Tony, David, myself. Okay, so that's unanimous there. There are no field inspections. We're looking at approving the 2021 meeting dates. I spoke to Colleen today. I didn't see any issues. Did anybody else see any conflicts or problems? All right, so do we have to officially approve that, Attorney Cordone? Is that a motion to approve? Okay. I need a motion to approve the 2021 meeting dates.
So moved.
By Richard and seconded by
Again, I'll second it.
Carmine. Okay, again, quick roll call. Richard, Richard Gerard, I'm in favor. John, you're in favor.
I'm
Richard's
in
in favor. Tony, Carmine,
Aye.
David? Okay, and Laura.
Yep, aye.
Okay, is there
Aye.
any, before we go to the election, any correspondence that we need to address, Colleen?
No.
No, we're good on that. Okay, so we'll move to election of officers. I'd like to nominate Richard Deacon for secretary again. And if we can have a vote on that, I'm a yes. John?
Second that.
Okay, second there.
I'll
Carmine?
vote yes. I'll vote
Yes.
yes.
Tony?
Can vote.
Yes. Laura?
Yes.
Richard? David?
Yes.
And I think that's everyone. So that was unanimous. And then for vice chairman, I'd like to put John Lauria's name up again. He doesn't.
Second.
mention it.
Can't get rid of me.
So I'm a yes. Carmine?
Yes.
Richard's a yes.
Laura's a
Laura?
yes.
David's a yes, and Tony. So that
Thank you,
was
everyone.
unanimous. All right, then who do you want to run this show?
Through the chair.
It's up to you guys. Go for it. Time to stage the coup.
A coup.
Through the
The
chair.
coup.
We gotta
For
make
the
sure
office-
all the votes are counted now.
For the office of chairman, I'd like to nominate Richard Gerard.
I know where you live.
Tough sell there. I'm
There you
I'll
go.
pleased to
second
nominate
that.
Mr. Gerard.
Count
All
all
right,
legal
so-
votes.
So the vote is out there. So John is suggest
Seconded.
Richard Carmine,
I vote yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
David.
Yes. But somebody
Boy.
needs to check Deacon's
See what
signature.
sending out those fruit cakes will do for you?
I only voted once, I swear.
Yeah, I
I
haven't been
thought
able
it was
to
a
get the
doorstop.
leave. He's standing outside
And
the
the
house
coup-
singing.
Worked again this year.
All right, there you go. Back to Mr. Cordon for a moment. Any closing comments or anything that you can think of? Anything we need to discuss?
No, sir. Are you voting on any of the applications that are pending tonight?
Yep, we're going to go to that, but I'm saying nothing else there. Okay.
No, sir.
All right, now we're going to go
Congratulations,
into,
Mr. Chairman.
I'm sorry, somebody had a question?
I just said congratulations, Mr. Chairman. That's
Oh, thank you, thank you. Working hard for that pension, that's all I can tell you. All right, we're going to go to work session on application 20-58, which is 101 Monroe Turnpike.
Through the chair.
Go ahead, Richard.
Motion to approve application 2058, Shirley and Stanley Connect with the following conditions. 2.1, controls. 2.4, LOD must be staked.
Oh, we don't have.
Second. Go
They
ahead, Tatiana.
The
I don't
site
have
has been stabilized, so I don't believe they have any erosion controls in place. They're not necessary at this time.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
Okay, well, we'll strike that then. We'll stick with 2.4, LOD must be staked. 2.5, no construction activity beyond the LOD.
I would not recommend those either, though, because what are the LOD? If they just remove the driveway, I mean, it's like staking the driveway. Right, so the site, again, this was a violation back a few months ago. They have done an extensive job, a very good job cleaning the site up. They just wanted to remove the gravel driveway as well, and pretty much straightforward to me. I don't think the limits of disturbance of a driveway shall be staked. But
All right, let's start
I
again.
would just, through the chair, this is David.
Go ahead, David.
I think might be with David Bjorklund on this of, holding off on removal of that driveway until weather conditions will allow for the site to allow grass to grow and stabilize. So, maybe put that off until,
Spring.
figure out some way to word it so work doesn't start until the spring.
That's 3.1. The commission grants the applicant the authority. The commission grants the applicant permission to remove the driveway during the planting season.
All right.
3.2. This is what Mr. Laurier mentioned. Permission is granted to pull a tree with the backhoe.
I didn't make that a condition of approval. It was a suggestion.
I'd like to offer it if you'd like to add it as a condition. What do you think?
well, has the tree,
Suggestion.
is it a fallen tree? So it's
Well,
already down?
Well, we're not
Yeah,
forcing it. We're authorizing it.
nature brought it on, took the top of the tree off and it dropped it in the brook right next to where you cross over the stream.
All right, let me say something. With the history that David Bjorklund has with the commission, like going on, God, I think 40 some years, he says he'll take care of it. It'll be taken care of.
Yeah.
So I don't think.
Oh
we
no,
have to
I'm not
hard.
trying to force him to do so. I'm trying.
No, but I'm saying I don't think it needs to be on the conditions. So.
Okay, and then one other question I had for Carmine, you had mentioned the retaining wall. Did you want to add a condition on that?
No, it was just curiosity as to why they were calling them retaining walls. I don't consider them to be retaining walls, and David seemed to indicate that they may not even be there when the next application comes through.
So.
Okay.
So-
Then our conditions are pretty light. Then it's just the giving them permission to delay work on the driveway until planting season, and we withdrew the. Oh, so that's it. Just 3.1.
Okay, we have a motion. Who wants to second that motion?
I'll second the motion.
Okay, Carmine, there any additional things to add? You're fine with it, Tatiana?
That sounds good to me.
All right, we'll do a roll call on it then. I'm a yes. John Loria, you're a yes. Richard Deacon, you're a yes. Carmine?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
And then David?
Yes.
All right. So that's been handled. And let's see, we'll go to application 20-63, which is 626 Booth Hill Road.
Through the chair. Motion to
Richard.
approve 20-63 with the following conditions. 2.1 erosion controls, 2.4 LOD, 2.5 no work beyond the LOD. 2.9 all new plantings shall have a survivability period of 1 year minimum or as determined by the town engineer. Note the words engineer, not tree warden. Number 2.10 phasing and staging. 2.16 for complete pool drainage, the pool water shall be trucked off site. I realize this is already a regulation, but we like to add it as we have traditionally. Same with 2.17, which says the pool water shall not be discharged into a wetland watercourse or into the town stormwater drainage system. 3.1. This is the Tatiana amendment. Roof leaders shall be reconnected to existing stormwater galleys.
Galleys.
If I could maybe just roof leaders to remain connected because they may not hit them during pool excavation. If we could change that
Okay.
word a little bit. Thank
Instead of
you.
reconnected, yeah, that's a good one. Maybe remain connected. 3.2, remove grass and bring plantings toward wetland area at 2 existing stakes at contour 267.
That's good.
3.3, the use of organic fertilizers is strongly encouraged.
Okay, any other thoughts?
Can we strike the 2.10 just because the phase and staging plan, it's a simple project. They won't have a new stormwater system. It's just excavation, pool installation, and small patio. I don't think there is a lot of phasing going on, but
That's fair. I'll strike it.
thank you.
All right, we have motion on the floor. Who's going to second it?
I'll second it.
Okay, John, so we're good. So I'm a yes. John?
Yes.
Yes. Richard Deacon?
Aye.
Carmine DeFeo?
Yes.
David Verespi?
Yes.
Tony Silver?
Yes.
Okay, so that passes. That's good. All right, we're going to go now to application 20-65, which is 15 Hemlock Trail.
Through the chair, motion to approve 2065 with the following conditions. And I should point out to Colleen, I guess you already know that section 1, I stopped mentioning that, but we already know that. Section 20-65. Tatiana, do we have an erosion control issue? Do you want 2.1?
Yes, 2.1 would apply for this one.
Okay. 2.1, 2.4 LOD, 2.5 no construction beyond the LOD. 2.9 all new plantings shall have a survivability period of 1 year minimum or as determined by the town engineer, no engineer, not tree warden. 2.10 phasing and staging. 2.16 pool water must be trucked off site. 2.17 shall not be discharged into the wetland or the stormwater management system, stormwater drainage system. 3.1, applicant must produce a certified letter by a licensed professional engineer before obtaining a CO. 3.2, inspect and maintain silt fence as needed.
Well, that was number 2.1, right? So the erosion controls to be inspected.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Yep, good call. Also, so the new 3.2 is going to be the old 2.9, which is the use of organic fertilizers is strongly encouraged. And 3.3, all erosion and sedimentation control devices must remain in, this is the old 2.13, remain in operational condition until the site is stabilized. Upon site stabilization, all control devices along with any accumulated silt or debris shall be properly disposed of off-site.
But isn't it also 2.1? Let me look at your list of conditions, Mr.
Yeah,
Deacon.
I have a question. Does everybody have this list right now? Because I don't have it anymore.
Oh, we
There's-
have a different list.
No, I'm using the standard list. The only times I add
But
anything,
it doesn't come in our package anymore, so we should hang on to it when we get it again.
yeah,
Okay, guess what, John? For Christmas, everybody will have that sent out to them. Colleen, can you
Well, I'm
put that?
Santa around here now. Don't forget, I got a side job this
I
Christmas.
see that.
Yeah, I can email everybody a copy of it so they have it.
How
Okay.
about a printout in the next one and put a note on it?
Or no
would it be
problem.
suitable for framing?
Your meeting.
Sure, I can do that as well. Yep,
Okay, that would be great.
okay.
I won't throw it away, I promise.
There you go. All
Thank
right,
you.
so
That
we're
conc-
good?
That
Anything
concludes my
else
list
to
of
add?
conditions.
All right, so we need a
What-
second on that.
We
Was the-
also, one
was the-
extra thing, discussion, do
John.
we still need a phasing plan on this one as well?
I don't believe
Cut and
so.
dry.
Yeah, it's on, the pool is in place already. The only
Yeah.
remaining thing is the
Put
pervious.
that in there too, Rich, is another phasing plan, right?
Yeah, 2.10 can be.
2.10 is in there. You want to remove 2.10?
Yeah, no phasing plan for this project.
That's fine, withdrawn.
Okay.
I
Besides
think
that,
the
I'm
only
good.
thing that was of concern on the application was that the fencing wasn't shown on the plan that was provided. So that needs to be addressed somehow.
I didn't know if that was a condition of approval or his simple statement there qualified it.
I think Tatiana should have a plan with the fencing on it.
Okay.
So we'll add that as 3 point, what are we up to, Colleen? 3.4 is the next one?
I thought we don't have 3.3 as the erosion control because it's addressed in 2.1.
Okay, so the new
Right.
3.3 will address
So 3.3 would be,
David's comment.
I have to ask something. Is this Trumbull's version of who's on first?
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't have the magic decoder ring now, so.
There you go.
I'm
Rich,
still
I
waiting for
got
my,
condition 7.9-B.
hold on, let me look through my, I can't find it.
I'm sure you
Oh.
have it, Richard, somewhere.
You have your Ovaltine decoder ring?
Now,
All
the
right.
one that
So-
Colleen
Rich
sends out in the
Jason's-
next package is gonna be the official one, and we're not gonna change that, right?
That's it.
It's been the official one.
Well,
Okay.
guys, let me just clarify, all jokes aside, I have been using the official one for section 2, the conditions. Anytime a condition appears in section 3, that means it's an added condition that's not part of the standard list. But the ones that are in section 2 are no different than the ones we've used every month since 2019.
He's made your life a lot easier, Colleen.
There you go. Don't take it as an offense, but I won't buy a used car from you, Richard. That's all I'm going to tell you. All right, so are we good? We
Now, one
need a
sec.
second.
through the chair.
Carmine.
Rich Deacon, did you add in there that the pool filter is added to the application?
I did not.
Ah. that's
Yeah,
good.
it's a modification. I thought we covered that when the applicant said it, and we asked Colleen to note it. So I think we're good on that one.
Okay, just
All
want to
right,
make
so,
Does the
all right, there's a,
commission feel a need that the applicant shall adhere to the patio maintenance plan that they have submitted?
which is dated, and it's from Blades and Govan Landscape Architects. And it was received on November 18th, because I don't see a date on this, but it was received by the Wetlands Commission on that date. Very
Yeah.
good, Tatiana.
Let the record reflect that addition.
All right. So we're good. We need a second. Who wants a
I'll
I'll
second?
second.
Okay, David seconded. We'll go for the vote. I'm a yes. John Loria,
Yes,
Richard Deacon,
Aye.
Carmine,
yes.
David,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Okay, looks like we're good and we're about ready to wrap it up, but I would just like to take a moment and ask Mr. Silver, is there anything on the P&Z agenda that we should know about?
Yeah, there's a few things that we did this past meeting, I think it was the 18th, that are worth describing. They might not apply directly to inland wetlands, but they're worth mentioning anyway. One, at the corner of Spring Hill and Main, Amazon warehouse, the old Reed's warehouse, is acquiring that house that was there for many years. And they're expanding their parking lot to that site. They're gonna knock down the house, so that's one thing. The mall wants to put in an electrical vehicle charging station in the parking lot, basically at the foot of the Main Street side access road. You can think of it where that is. And so the planning board sort of put that off. I think we continued it or yeah, I think, but basically there were some concerns about the location. So we're working on that. And then the last thing, the development that's going in, I think it's 30 house development going in at the foot of Daniels Farm Road, is they wanted a minor housing design changes, modifications, which I think we turned that over to the town planner, but it was small enough that it was immaterial to the approval of the application. I think that's all we covered last meeting.
That was due to a change of developers.
That's right. Toll Brothers took it.
Again, another change?
Great.
All right, and so nothing coming up on the agenda that for December then, that we're good then, right?
I haven't seen my December agenda yet.
All right. Okay, so is there anything else from anybody? And I'm going to move to adjourn, but before I do so, I wish everyone happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, and a very safe New Year, and I hope 2021 is a lot better than what this has been. So I move to adjourn.
Same to you, Richard.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Holiday.
holidays.
Thank you. Thank
Happy
you. Thank you.
holidays. Bye.
Bye,
Pleasure
everybody.
working.
And a shout out to Colleen for the great job she's been doing on these packages.
Thank you.